Alrighty, welcome this morning. Well, it's morning here, might be afternoon, it might be evening for you, might be just about bedtime, which would be a good time for this. This is Stephen Smith. I'm coming to you live from Sarasota, Florida. This is Live with Nature, and it's an opportunity to connect with nature. And that is exactly what the topic is for today that I put up, is connection to nature. So this is that opportunity. And yes, if you're just getting ready for bed, which I know some folks that I know down under, or better known as Australia, yes, this could be a time for you to utilize this as a meditation time, relaxation, listen to the birds, just enjoy nature, make a connection here. I have transported you, no, you transported yourself right here to Sarasota, Florida. Now, I didn't put the flash on. I'm probably dark in the frame of the picture here. I don't even know. Doesn't really matter. My videos are raw. They're unedited at this point. And expect technical difficulties, because it does happen. Because I am not a techie, and I am learning to become a videographer, but otherwise I think I'm a pretty darn good photographer. Videography is a little bit harder, but photography I'm pretty fair at. So I just want to say welcome. I hope that you're having a good day so far. I hope that maybe you had an opportunity to step out into nature, listen to these birds. We are here in Sarasota, Florida. Happens to be home of the #1 beach in America, Siesta Key, quartz sand beach. That is just the most grounding place I've ever put my feet into the sand of. It is also one of the top 10 beaches in the world, because it's just like fine powder. I'd never seen anything like it. I came here in '93, and I was following my parents. They had bought a condo down in Siesta Key. They came down here because my father's brother, Larry, was here. He was already had a condo down at Crystal Sands. That's what it is, Crystal Sands, because it's quartz, right? And what the deal was is that he came down here, made him closer to Larry, because of course Larry exposed him to this paradise that we happen to live in. And not to say that you don't live in paradise too, no matter where you might be. That's all a matter of perspective. But then I ended up following. That was in '93. My dad came down in '93 with my mom, and then I came here. I was the first one of the 3 children of my father, Jerry and Ann, that came here in 2000, September 2000. So I am, coming up on that solid 19 years here in Sarasota, and I enjoy it. I really do. There's so much cultural diversity here. There's so much wildlife. I mean, the diversity is what got me. There's just a plethora, an abundance of just about everything, from the standpoint of maybe theater, fishing if you're into that, boating, just all kinds of stuff to do. Some of you have been with me here up at the celery fields on top of the hill. That's like the highest place in Florida. And it's not that high, I think, whatever, 45 feet or something. Spectacular view, but right below us there is the big cat habitat and sanctuary. We get to go out there, watch the sun really come up, because there's no obstructions of homes or anything like that. Get to listen to lions roar, wildlife, rabbits, birds, all kinds of stuff. So I just, again, say thank you, because what I do is this. I get up early, and I've gotten up real early the last couple days, but I got up a little bit later this morning, which is more moderate, being about 4:30. So I said to myself that I was going to get up at about 4, so it was about 20 after when I got up. I come out, the first thing that I do is try and listen to motivational videos to set the stage for my day. And that's what this maybe is about. Setting the stage for your day or your evening to be able to make this connection to nature. Happen to live on a green space out here. Beautiful, beautiful place. Really nice that I don't have a house right behind us. certainly have one beside us, but not as crammed in as some places. I certainly know that. I grew up in Southern California, down on the beach in Laguna Niguel, and it was, you know, these days they just build them right on top of each other, and you know, I just can't live like that. More wide open space I have around me, probably the happier guy I'll be. Have a fire and a barbecue and friends over. Yeah, that's nice to me. So one of these days I'm gonna need about what, 60 acres at least, because I want to have a back 40, 20 out front, 40 out back. That way I can bring over the I have one grandchild right now, but maybe I'll have more then, but bring over the grandchildren, the friends, the relatives, and maybe one of you would, I'd really be pleased for that. Do what we want to do. You know, I grew up riding motorcycles. I love that. Had a four-wheeler. That's pretty kick. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, make a track. I always wanted to do that. We had 35 acres up in Washington State, and I never did make that motocross track, but you know what? That's okay. At my age, I better take it a little bit easy and be kind of careful. So, anyways, you know, this is an opportunity to connect with nature, like I said. Feel free to make a comment. Feel free to smash that love button. Share this video out if you know someone that would enjoy it as well. We are up on Facebook, of course. We're on YouTube. We've got well over 100 videos loaded up there. Go up there. Please do subscribe. I'm trying to build up our subscribership. And what I'm going to tell you too, I'm not trying to build up a subscribership so I can monetize that site. Absolutely, positively won't happen. Mark my words, and God knows 10, 20, or next month, years, or next month, it's not going to happen, because this is about paying it forward. This is about sharing my experience here in Sarasota and wherever I might go to make that connection and hopefully allow you to see what goes on in my life. So, we're going to walk out front here. I hope everybody is, in fact, doing spectacular. Don't have my glasses on this moment, so I can't really read. Reading glasses is all. Hernando, I can see that. Welcome. Glad that you came and joined us here. Detra, awesomeness. Thanks for coming. And Victoria, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, I didn't send out any invitations yet. I'm not going to this time. I'm just going to let it do its thing, let Facebook do its thing, and see what happens. Just kind of a little test. Testing 1, 2, 3. How many people end up coming or being notified? Because I do have some regular viewers, and they're not on yet that I know of. I do want to share this. Well, not the first time. They stopped me in Messenger before because I thought I was spamming. That's quite some time ago. All I'm doing is responding and saying hi, but you know, I copied and pasted, hi, how are you doing, or have a blessed day, or whatever. All these people, next thing I know, bam, stop me. I can't even respond to anybody because they decided I'm violating community standards and or spamming, and it's like, now whoa, hang on, I wasn't doing that. I was responding to the people that wanted to be my friend, and this is an introduction statement, just happened to be the same. Today, creating a group, by the way. Creating a group that's called Life Begins When You Start Living. Happens to be the title of my upcoming book, full-length novel. Now, I'm already published last July. I did a chapter. This is going to be, you know, my book this time around. And so I created, I don't know, God inspired me to create this group of like-minded people trying to, you know, do the same thing, share our experiences and our strengths, you know, maybe our adversities and the troubles that we went through, but just bring us together, which is one of the things, you know, what's his name, Mark whatever, I can't think of it right now, that owns Facebook, was trying to do, bring people together. They apparently locked me up. Now, granted, I didn't end up in Facebook jail for very long, 3 hours. I did appeal their decision to do that. we'll see how long it takes them to actually put me back on, because I said I'm doing exactly what you asked me to do. Go figure. That's where algorithms kind of suck. So, you know, because it's stopping people to do exactly what they want them to do. And, you know, whatever. Sonny is a super fan. She's consistently come, visited. Thank you very much, Sonny. Richard, welcome very much. I appreciate you. You know, do this. Those that are just coming in, please take a moment. Go back to the beginning of this video. I've said a few, I think, important things. You know, honestly, it's not really about me talking, though. But I always do have a message, because I want to share that message of hope and whatever else might come out of my mouth at the time, to be honest. So this is my backyard, like I was saying. You know, beautiful place. Beautiful. Oh, and I'm just going to kind of pan this way, because you can see the Spanish moss in the trees here. And it's beautiful. It just, you know, magical. Looks like rainforest. Now, granted, it rains a whole lot here, but it's not a rainforest. And the moss is really cool. Very, very cool. So, yeah, that's pretty neat. Let me just back this down here. I'm glad that they fixed that. There was times where I was able to just zoom, and I couldn't zoom, then I could zoom, and then I couldn't zoom. Then they changed the actual layout of Facebook this morning and Messenger. It's a constant thing, and that's what it's all about, I guess. Change, transformational change. But they could do it a little bit less often than they do. In my book, I did. Yeah, I made a comment. My comment was to Mike Chavez, who I really admire. He's the chief live master at Live Masters. And just to bear with me, I'm trying to adjust this now and get my tripod right, if I can do that. Mike Chavez, and so excuse me, commented to him. Oh God, look at that. See, I told you I'm not a cinematographer yet. I need some type of different equipment that will make that work better. All right, so my point would be this. You know, did you notice that, you know, the setup changed and the layout changed and features change? And it happens a lot with Facebook, which is good. They're trying to improve it, and I'm all for it. And I made a comment. It's like going into Home Depot. You know, you know where the thing is that you want from Home Depot, and they used to move everything around on a weekly basis and re-merchandise that store, so you'd have to walk down every aisle to find what you're looking for. And it's like, why do you do this? Well, I know why they did it. They wanted to make money. And speaking of money, I was talking to you about our YouTube channel with Live with Nature. It will never be monetized, ever. Never. If I have anything to say about it, it will never, ever be monetized. It's not about that. It's about sharing this experience for free, you know. And you joining here, like-minded people, feel free to comment amongst each other, get to know people here. You know, a great people come and join us here. Shout out time, Virgie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Virgie was just recently up in New York. I don't know if she's still up there in the States or not. Of course, Sonny, Richard Fay I'm involved with in this book writing course. Richard's writing another book. He's already got one out, you know, about, and bear with me, and I apologize, I don't know exactly things as I repeat more. I'll get it more. But the life and struggles of an autistic champion, and he's trying to just help autistic people to reach out, because he does live video. He was part of Global TV, and you know, he's way outside of the bounds of what I guess what would be described as an autistic person, but he's a high-functioning autistic, and so he's sharing his message of, hey, you can do anything you want. That's the second plane that just flew out of Sarasota. I am going to be quiet, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually go, I'm going to read my affirmation statements, but I've got like 3 brand new ones I want to put on there. My I am statements, prayer. Now remember that I always do a prayer at the end. I'll be praying for myself as well as you. And so at the end, or near the end, I'll do a prayer. So certainly join me for that. In the meantime, let's just enjoy the nature and the birds and the sun coming up. And I say thank you again for joining. Awesome nature lovers, how are you? Sonny, of course you're still with me. No doubt. I love you so much, Sonny. So much. Henny, welcome. Mark, welcome. That's fine. I know this. I'm not going to be able to save this video. I've got a lot of storage and I already jammed it up. I got to free it up. I'm sorry. Can't save this video. That kind of sucks. Anyways, nonetheless, everybody, thank you for coming. So, dangerously low. Let's get this done then. All right. I just went back there and just majorly brainstormed because I wrote the brand new affirmation, which is, I will have 2 books published by the end of the year. And I wrote it, I didn't get the whole, I want to fill the whole page up. Charlie O'Shea taught me this one. Fill the whole page up, repeat it for 21 days over and over, that entire page 25 times, over and over, repetition, it makes it happen. I don't want the thing to end. Okay, yeah, anxiety, a little bit. Brainstorm, writing it. I will have 2 books published by the end of the year. That's my goal. And the first one's coming out in a couple of months. Life begins when you start living. That's going to be a lot of live with nature, I tell you. Live with my nature. It is. And the second one, which I wrote it